But the main person that came across in my life that really changed things is a writer named Lewis Nordan, who is from Itta, Mississippi. He's passed away now. But I think that what I was doing was sort of seeing myself as like, I want to write about the South because it's where I'm from, and I enjoy it. But I don't want to. Not that I could, but I mean, I'm not interested in the Faulkner South, and I'm not even really interested in writing the sort of Southern literature that's really popular and I also think really good, which is that sort of gritty South. I mean, a lot of writers I really like. Michael Ferris Smith and Tom Franklin and all these people who I think are excellent. It's still not, that was not really the, I don't know how to say it, not really the path that I wanted to go on. I just think they're better at it than I am. And whenever I read Lewis Nordan, it was the first time I had read someone that was writing about the South in a sort of very, big-hearted, funny, strangely sort of magical way. I mean, it had, the people have all the same problems in his stories that they have in, whether it be Faulkner stories or Tom Franklin or William Gay stories or whatever. And they have those same issues, but the lens through which he sees these people was very different and very, to me, it almost felt like, I don't know, I felt like welcomed somehow. And ever since I read, it was Music of the Swamp was the first book of his I'd ever read. And after that, my whole writing life changed. I felt like it was the first time I felt like, well, maybe I could like sort of write the way that I see the South and the sort of, I'm sort of a sensitive guy, man, like I don't really like writing about, people, doing, fist fighting and, breaking bottles over each other's heads and all that type of stuff. And so when I read him, I was like, wow, maybe there's room for that type of thing in the South. So he really changed me. By far the biggest influence on my writing and the way I even look at the purpose of writing.